All right. Hi, guys. I am whispering a little bit because I have a little one that's still kind of awake. So tonight we get to chit chat about recruiting, which is one of my favorite things to talk about. Now, definitely have not mastered it, but I do feel like since I started 3 years ago, it is something that I enjoy and I'm decent at, and something that I can coach my team to be decent at. And it's definitely something that you can always learn and grow in as you move on and, level up in your business and grow. So I have some notes that I took today. And I've just been, since we went to Gold School this last weekend, I've just been really diving into, learning and taking in some information that I can from people that have been where I've been before or have gone through the path or the journey before. And so if you're not already following diamonds, in this company, follow a few. And if you don't know who some of them are, go to the Diamond Docs in our app, and you can follow some of them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook, and just be inspired by them. Okay, because you will be. And it doesn't even have to be a diamond. It could be an emerald, it could be a senior gold, it could be a sapphire, it could be anyone, but know they have gone through the struggle in the valley and you can learn from them. Okay. So tonight I'm going to talk about 5 C's. And it's just something that I've kind of picked up from different things. And I was like, okay, for me, when I break it down to 5 things or there's like bullet points, it just registers with my brain a little bit easier. And so there's going to be 5 C's of recruiting tonight. So grab a pen, grab a paper if you haven't already, because you're going to want to write these down and then go and apply them tonight or tomorrow, and then be able to teach your teams about them too. And if you're brand new, then apply this to yourself and run with it. Okay. So before we get to those 5 C's, I want you to think about the direction you're headed. Think about that before you start recruiting, because it's important to have a plan. It's important to have a plan in place. So are you working to become silver? Do you already know, or do you even know what silver is? Okay. Have you looked at the comp plan? Do you know where to find the comp plan? If you don't, it is in our app, it's in on our website. Or do you have a goal for yourself? So kind of reflect on some of those questions. And then why are you even on this call right now? Kind of reflect on that. It's important to know a plan and the direction you're going before you start recruiting people in and on your team, so that you can take care of them and so that they can have the results that they want, and so that they can then add and help recruit people to follow them and inspire people. Okay. So it's important to map out goals and to have a focus so that recruiting becomes second nature to you, right? Because when you love something, you talk about it. You think about something that you truly do love, you talk about it all the time, right? We love our kids. What do you talk about? Your kids, right? You love a new dress you got. What do? You talk about it. Okay. So it just becomes second nature when you do love something, and you then begin to talk about it. And for myself, I just tell myself over and over and over again, I tell myself, no one will know about Plexus unless I tell them. And I tell myself that over and over and over and over again, on those days where I'm having a bad day, on the days where I get told no 5 times, on those days when someone wants to cancel their membership because they didn't get results in 3 days. I tell myself that over and over again. Someone somewhere does not know about Plexus unless I tell them about it. So tell yourself that. It's just kind of like a positive affirmation that you can give yourself daily. So take feelings completely out, and remember, no one will know about what we have to offer unless we tell them about it. Okay. So let me see what I have here. Oh yeah. So when you talk about the things you love, it becomes second nature. And then that's when recruiting truly does, guys, become fun. It becomes fun, and recruiting should be fun. Okay. So let's get to our 5 C's. So number one, I had these kind of switched around, and right before I started the call, I was like, I'm going to switch these. This one just makes sense to be number one. So number one, conversations and connections. I kind of put those together. So if business feels slow or boring, it's because you aren't talking to enough people. If you're talking to enough people, business should be exciting. Business should be booming. And I'm going to have a crying child come in just a second. Okay, we're here. We're going to wing it. Okay, so number one was conversations and connections. Okay, guys. So if you're feeling like things are slow, talk to more people. Okay. Get in your messenger, get with your friends and your family, go to coffee with someone and get conversations moving. And I promise you, things will not seem slow or boring anymore. You'll be excited because someone, I guarantee you, if you're talking to enough people, are going to want to join you or are going to want to take the products that have changed your life or have helped you get some energy or have helped you poop better or whatever that may be for yourself. Okay. The second C, which is a really big one, I almost had this one as number one, but I switched it to number two, is consistency. Okay. Show up on social media. Show up on social media and in those conversations with people. You don't have to be what was the word I was looking for? You don't have to be braggy about what you're saying, but you can be excited about what you're saying. You can say, I haven't had an energy drink in 3 years, right? I could say, I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in 3 years. Excuse me. Haven't had a long, exhausted day of pain and that has crippled me over in 3 years. You can say things that show excitement and show what people can relate to. And I encourage you, this weekend in Gold School, we talked about some no words. And instead of using like, I have the worst inflammation, or, I have IBS, we were challenged to really think of the things that resonated with people in connecting and conversation. And it was things like exhausted and moms that were suffering from, exhaustion or, overwhelm. Like, use some of these words. And if you want a list of some different words you can use, I can post them in our chat after this. But I challenge you to use some different words or in your posts on social media to really connect with some people and moms or, friends or whatever that is your audience is, you think they may be looking for. You can say something like, hey, this pink drink allows me freedom of choice. I don't have to have a Dr. Pepper because my sugar cravings are gone. And that is because I am staying consistent. So consistency, guys, is key in this business with your products. Obviously, you have to take them to see results. Consistency on social media, you have to have that. A good recruiter, someone that's going to build a legacy team, someone that's going to get to silver, senior gold, whatever that may be, is going to have to show up. Jill has always talked about it as on social media, when you work in network marketing, that is our open and close sign. If we aren't actively posting and sharing and talking and not just showing plexus, but showing the behind the scenes, showing our life, we are not going to be relatable. So show what you're doing day to day. Show that you can do this with a baby on your lap. Okay. Show when you're doing a voice message that, you're making dinner and you can hear the sizzle and the crack in the background. Okay. Show relatability and just be consistent. So that was number 2, consistency. And then number 3 is confidence. I could have easily been like, I am like scrounging with the baby on my hip, which he's asleep now, and been like, oh my gosh, I am such a hot mess. I am so sorry. But you know what? You just wing it. You go with it. You stay confident and you stay confident and you stay true in what you believe in. And something that you guys 3 years ago, I was not confident in is doing a Zoom call with many women like this. It was something that I was terrified to do. But I tell you this, if you get out of your comfort zone, you will grow. And so showing confidence, even if you don't have it, fake it till you make it. Have confidence in our products. Have confidence in the business. And if you aren't posting about the business, post about the business. Post about what $50 has done for you and your family. Post that it got you a full tank of gas, groceries. Okay. So show confidence, because confidence is contagious and it's going to be contagious to your team as well. So if you are someone in here that is wanting to grow a business, which I'm sure you all are because you are on our team Monday Meetup, show confidence to your team as well, because it will then relay onto them and then their team as well. Okay. Then I said your team. Okay. And then I put over here to the side because I was like, this is a learned skill. Again, like I said, I did not 3 years ago just show up to Plexus and start Plexus and be like, I have the confidence at the wazoo. No, I was someone that had to learn and grow daily, and I'm still learning and growing daily. Confidence is something that you just have to keep learning and growing, and that goes hand in hand with recruiting. It's something that changes from month to month. It's something that, you know, you can grow and learn to do, but it is a learned skill set. So know if you are struggling right now with recruitment, or if you're just getting started, it can be learned and it can happen. Okay. It just takes some of these C's that we're talking about. Okay. Number 4, corporate specials / comp plan. So that one was kind of like, I don't know if I like talking about this one, because this one sometimes makes me uncomfortable because I'm not a numbers person, but knowing a little bit about our comp plan and how you get paid, when you get paid is important. And then knowing what our corporate specials are, knowing that we have our Give 10 discount code for $10 off. That's important to be able to show our customers, right? And then share with our team. To be good at recruiting, it's important. Okay, I said that. Know the specials. If you're utilizing corporate specials and utilizing the corporate or the comp plan to the fullest, you'll make an income in this business alongside with the consistency and the work ethic. That's what I had put on there. Number 5, create a follow-up system. So that was the 5th one. And this is whatever works for you. It can be anything that works for you. So if you are someone that's brand new, you may be someone that can deal with 3 people or, 2 people, not deal, but you can reach out to them easily, right? Each week you can reach out to them. Now, when you have been in this business for a little while and you have hundreds of people, you then probably, or even like 50, you have to come up with a follow-up system that works for you. So get you a planner. Get you a planner and something that you can write down. Okay, I signed Sally on this day. I'm going to follow up with her in 3 days and let her know, hey, your products should be in. Snap a picture when your products are here. Okay. Something else that works for me. What do you need? Oh, he wants to color. I thought you were asleep. Okay. Something that I like to do for a follow-up system is voice messages. I always like to do that more than I do typing out something. I follow up with a voice message and check on them. For my team, I like to send them challenges. Hey, send out 5 messages to people that you may not have talked to in a year. Wish 3 people on your Facebook page a happy birthday. So these are just different ways that you can follow up with people and get a conversation going, not just if you sign them and follow up with them. Does that make sense? Okay. So, you can say things like, I didn't even know, most of us didn't even know what gut health was, right? And when I started, I know I was like, what is gut health? I kind of knew of it, but I didn't know like the details and all the things that were a part of it. So educate people and inspire them on what gut health is. There are people out there that have no clue what gut health is and what it can do for you. And that same thing goes for the business. People out there have no idea what this comp plan is like. Like it is like no other that I have been a part of, and I've been a part of some other companies. Okay, color in that book right there. Okay, so we're going to spend a little time here doing a little work. Okay, so recruiting overall, guys, is simply conversations. If you aren't having conversations with people, then you most likely aren't going to be recruiting people. That goes for conversations on your feed. That means your Facebook feed, your Instagram feed. But where those bulk conversations are going to be happening is messaging people and face-to-face. Okay, events are where it's at as well. If you have an opportunity to have in-person events, I know Haley and Allie, Lindsay, some of you guys have been doing, and Jen, I think, have been doing some in-person events. Give yourselves a round of applause, because that is huge. And that is where you can have those face-to-face conversations. And that's when you can get vulnerable. People can get to know you a little bit more. They can taste the things, right? And you can talk truly what the gut health or the pink drink or the business side of things has done for you. So do that. So to this little homework thing or this working part that I wanted y'all to do, map out your goals. What is your next rank you are going for? Are you brand new and you are going to silver? If you have no idea what silver is, that's recruiting 3 people, helping 3 people get started on their health journey. So what is that next rank that you are going for? And then how many people would you need to get there to that goal? Okay. So when I think of recruiting, I have a whiteboard on my wall, and I have my goal point wise, what I'm going for. And then what I have done is I wrote everyone on my team that is working. I wrote out their goal and then how many points they say they're going to grow by. And so if you have a goal to go to silver, say that's your first goal, that's your first rank, you need 3 people. So where are those 3 people going to come from? So that you have all month, right? You have all month, let's say, to get 3 people. How are you going to do that? You're going to do that with consistency. You're going to do that with conversations. You're going to promote the heck out of our special and our code, our discount code. You are going to create a follow-up system. You're going to follow up with people, whether it's birthday, an old friend, a relative, follow up with people, get conversations going, and then have confidence first too, right? Have confidence in your reach outs, have confidence when you're posting. And a rule of thumb, try to post at least 3 to 4 times a week about plexus. You don't want to just be plexus, 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 but you also want to, okay, can you wipe? He's like, I poopy, I poop. Okay, you go and I'll be right there. Okay. Sorry. Nothing like talking about gut health and your little one, your 2-year-old's pooping. I pooping. Anyway. All right. And then, okay, so that was kind of like what I wanted you to do, mapping out your goal wise, and then focus on them. Be a good listener. When you're trying to recruit, it's not about us. It's not about what we want. It's about them. So really take the time to listen to them. That's something I'm working on. Marissa can contest to this. I'm always like, oh, I see vision in you. This is what we're going to do. Or I see this goal for you. This is what we're going to do. And we need to just stop and meet them where they are and really just be a good listener and listen to what they want, what they need health-wise, what they need business-wise, what they need income-wise. So I wanted to say that. And then ask people, this is something I was like, ask people, what was your last doctor appointment like? Ask people that. What was your last doctor appointment like? And if you're having a conversation with people, ask them that, and then ask them what are their health goals to get a conversation going. Okay. All right. And then lastly, I'm going to have to wrap this up. In my book. You want to say hi to everyone? Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Okay. Lastly, what I wanted to say, then I'm going to open it up in the chat and probably go help him wipe. Do it scared. Recruiting is something that you can do. Anyone can do, but it's going to take these 5 C's. Do it scared. Do it when you don't know how to do it. Do it when you may not feel like you have the confidence or the know behind everything. Do it when you don't feel like doing it, when you have a bad day. And then lastly, this was something on our Gold School paper. It said, your goal is to educate and inspire people. That is our goal. We obviously all on here most likely have a health testimony. It has helped us in some way. So our goal now to recruit people, to get people to try these products and have a life-changing story as well. And then for them to also do this with you, lock arms with you, run with the business, or create a little extra wiggle room in their finances. You have to educate them and you have to inspire them. And that goes back to those 5 C's again. So in the chat, share some takeaways, share some goals, share some takeaways. If you have any questions, I'm going to open it up for like the last 4 or 5 minutes to answer any questions that you may have. And I'm going to read the chat. I had more stuff on my paper, but I can't focus with my little one. That's why he wasn't ready to go to bed. Yes, probably so, Jill. In the end, guys, recruiting, we look at it sometimes as this big, scary thing, and it's really not. Almost all of us on this call, I'm just looking at faces, have recruited at least one person. And if you can recruit one person, you can recruit three. If you can recruit three, you can recruit seven. If you can recruit seven and get to gold, you can go diamond. So just know all it takes is confidence. It takes consistency. It takes having those vulnerable conversations where you can stay in your bubble and you can stay reading your own book, taking your products and not sharing them with anyone. And that's fine. But I always tell myself, I'm doing myself a disservice if I don't share what these products have done for myself, my family, and what they're doing for people on my team. Like, truly, I am not the same person I was 3 years ago. I'm absolutely not. And I'm so glad I'm not. And what's amazing about the opportunity that we have here with Plexus as well is we are always learning and always growing. I was a teacher for 6 years, and so we're always doing professional development, right? We're always trying to keep learning the next thing, right? How we can teach kids better, how we can implement something better, how we can modify something better. It's the same thing here in this Plexus community. We're always pushing ourselves to be better. But one thing that's different is I truly, truly enjoy it here so much better than I did there. So much. That could be a whole nother Zoom in itself, but it's just when you meet all of us face to face, you will feel the presence of just true friendship. We're not going to talk bad about you. We are not going to say, oh my gosh, so-and-so didn't come to do this, or she did not hit her goal, or blah, blah, blah. No, we're going to say, you pick your head up, you keep pushing, and it doesn't matter if you didn't hit that goal. That, goal may just have moved back a little bit, right? That destination, I don't even know the wording right now. I'm so scatterbrained. But anyway, the goal just moves a little bit. It doesn't mean that the goal is gone and you didn't make it, so you quit. It just means that it moved back a little bit. So we're not going to ever allow you to quit. And Jill always says, if you're going to quit, I'll allow you to quit on a good day. And that is what we stand by. So, okay, any questions? Now that I can focus a little bit. The timeline just changes, yes. Being more emotional with it so it touches others. Yeah. And truly should be vulnerable with people too, to just connect, know that, when you open those conversations up, you're going to have to most likely talk to them for a little while, right? Build that conversation. Now there's those rare conversations where people are just like, yes, I want to join you. I want to do the business with you and so forth. But a lot of the times to recruit someone and have them be in this for the long run, you have to follow up with them and follow up with them and follow up with them. I know Marissa reached out to me probably, what would you say, Marissa, 8 times, 9 times? And I was like, no. And it was truly my time, my own time, where I was like, yes, I would love, I need this basically. And so it has to be their time and, just their timing in life. I'm just reading the.
Yeah, I think you ghosted me and then you said no a bunch of times. So just know you're always one conversation away from a different life, that your rock stars could be ghosting you right now. So don't give up on them. Yeah. And I wanted to say, I really like this 5 C's of recruiting. Like, I'm going to put it on a sticky note by my laptop, especially the confidence one. So
yeah. And it's something, it's tangible. I like when there's like bullet points that you can then go and teach your team. You can go then and teach them to teach their people. And literally you don't have to go into depth like I did, but you can literally just say, here's the 5 C's. And then you can go into more depth with them with those own conversations. But just taking that and applying that, and let's all just go rock it at recruiting. Have the confidence and do it scared. Literally do it scared, and I promise you, you will see the benefits of it. Okay, I'm going to stop recording.